All right, look. I'm gonna be real quick. So I just got done watching a video by a guy on YouTube named Official Thinex or Thinex, whatever his name is. And the title of the video is "The Problem with CrossFit." So let me put that maybe a little bit brighter. No, not brighter. Okay. It's kind of a funny video because the guy is basically dissing CrossFit and saying there are all these, error of CrossFit. There's no progression. There's no strict work in CrossFit. They just do, these really garbage quality reps just to get the work done. So they're trying to compete and they're going as fast as possible. And I'll say this: there are certain instances you can find a video of this. You can find a video of anything online, but you can definitely find videos of bad form in CrossFit. Just like you can find videos of bad form in powerlifting or bodybuilding or whatever fitness type thing you want. I mean, probably basketball, traveling, all kinds of stuff that people do, whatever. But the focus of this video is CrossFit. So this guy, I can't remember. I think his name like Chris. I think his name's Chris. Basically just dissing CrossFit, talking about how there's no progression, there's no strict work, everything's just floppy reps or whatever. And he says that he's been a part of CrossFit. He's done CrossFit classes, and he's been a coach and different stuff like that. Which to that I'll say, if you're a coach and you allow that kind of things to happen in your gym, that's on you. You're the coach of that. If you've coached classes for CrossFit and you see those kinds of things, or you see that there's not a focus on strict work, or that there's no focus on form and movement quality, that's on you to address. You're the coach. So if you're allowing that stuff to happen, there's no one to blame but you. And then I also say this: for most CrossFit gyms, and of course there are bad CrossFit gyms out there that don't teach that stuff that well, and there's bad every kind of gym. So most of the gyms I've been have taught movement quality, and put a focus on movement quality, and make sure the form is right, and making sure things are tracking, and you're not locking this out, or you're not. They basically just, there's an understanding that things need to be, you need to focus on form before you can focus on intensity. Having said that, there are things you can do, and there's ways to scale certain movements to make them easier for people who are not there yet. I know for me personally, a lot of the focus that I do when I train is on strict work. I don't know how to do a kipping deadlift, but you do strict deadlifts, strict squats, push-ups, pull-ups, handstand push-ups, all that kind of good stuff, muscle-ups. You do a lot of the work, the accessory work is, I guess, what I would call it, in order to be better for when you're, doing a workout and you want to get a good time, or you want to get a good amount of reps. So this guy's basically just saying, and one of the things that really got me, I guess, is that he called kipping pull-ups and butterfly pull-ups fake pull-ups. And what I would say to that is, it depends on what sport you're in, I guess, because a kipping pull-up is another form of a pull-up. So if you're doing, he's like a strict calisthenic kind of performer kind of guy, whatever, does all the cool like bar movements, one-handed muscle-ups and all that good stuff. So yeah, for his sport, he probably doesn't get points for doing kipping pull-ups or whatever you want to call it, because that's his sport. In our sport, and I'm thinking about in real life, I'm not even going to think about sports, but if I was hanging off of a mountain and my options are do a kipping pull-up because I can't do a strict one, or fall to my death, I'm going to do a kipping pull-up to help myself, or kipping muscle-up to get myself over the ledge to pick myself up. And that's really what CrossFit's about, is functional movements, being able to do everyday activities, being able to do squats and bend over and do deadlifts, or pick something up and put something over your shoulder, put something into the air. Like, that's what CrossFit's foundations are based on, just functional movement. So to say that I'm not allowed to do a kipping pull-up, and there is form for kipping pull-up, by the way, there's definitely bad ways to do it, and there's definitely the right way to do it. But to say that I'm not allowed to do a kipping pull-up because it's not strict is absurd, because we don't move around in life doing strict movements. No one does a deadlift picking up a ball off the ground strictly. You just bend down, you pick it up, you move on with your life. You sit down, you stand up. There's no strict way of sitting down and standing up, or picking up a child. There's not a certain procedure you have to follow to pick up a child. So it kind of made me upset, because this guy has a pretty big following, and he's putting out misinformation to people that follow him. And there are going to be people that look at that video and say, oh man, okay, I'm going to like, he's definitely right. I like this guy, so I'm going to listen to everything he says. And it's just not right. He mentions that he likes to incorporate he kind of does CrossFit himself because he likes to incorporate all types of fitness to get better at his sport, which his sport is calisthenics, bodyweight movements. He does stuff like deadlifts and tricep extensions, which just strengthens the parts of his body for that. But you don't see him doing any running. You don't see him doing rowing. You don't see him swimming. You don't see him doing, box jumps or like all those other aspects of CrossFit that you see. It's just the things that are geared towards his sport. And he challenged. I challenge you to find any CrossFitter who can do all these moves I never even really heard of, all these like specific gymnastic moves or calisthenic moves that are for the advanced. And he challenges any CrossFitter to go out and do those things. Well, buddy, we don't do that stuff in our sport. Like, there's no reason, there's no transfer as to why we would need to be able to do any of that stuff. And I would challenge him to do the same thing. Hey, since you do all this stuff and you think your way of training is the best, I would challenge him to come in the gym and deadlift 500 pounds, or go in the gym and do a 225-pound snatch, full snatch, squat snatch. He can't do it. Like, he wouldn't be able to do it because that's not how he's trained, and I wouldn't expect him to be able to do that kind of thing. So it just made me upset that someone who has this huge following and is so narrow-minded could say things like his mode of fitness is so much better than this mode of fitness, or that there's so many flaws with CrossFit or whatever the mode of fitness might be that he might critique in the future. So it just upset me that someone who has so little information on a sport that's outside of the sport that they do would put a video just dissing it and bashing a sport that they have no information on. So I would have put my video out, and I know this might see maybe 10 people. 10 people might see this, but for those 10 people that watch this video, like, I'll say this: try things for yourself. Try different modes of fitness yourself and see how they work for you. And this is my personal opinion. I don't think any one mode of fitness is better than any other. Like, I'm pretty sure I could probably be healthier if I was, doing running or swimming or doing triathlons, like that kind of a thing, more often than lifting heavy weights or doing this. And, maybe doing calisthenics isn't the best way for me to burn calories and have a healthier heart and lung. So, like, they're different. There are all kinds of benefits to different kinds of ways of working it out. And this video is really long, so I'm going to post just this one video. I'm not adding any working out to this. I'm going to work out later, and that'll be a different video. But try things for yourself, and don't be afraid to try all aspects of fitness. That's what my channel is all about. I've done yoga, I've done stretching, I've done running, I've done swimming, I've done CrossFit, I've done bodybuilding, I've done powerlifting, I've done Olympic lifting, gymnastics. I'm about trying to get the full scope of what fitness actually is, and not just one method of doing it. I mean, I play sports, soccer, all that good stuff. And I hope you guys try that too, especially if you get into fitness as much as I have, and it's something that you love and something you enjoy. Don't just lock yourself down to one mode of fitness, bodybuilding or powerlifting or CrossFit or whatever it may be. Look at it as the whole scheme of what all the components of fitness, or what fitness actually is, and try to get each of those blocks of fitness in whatever way you can. So that's my little spiel. I was upset watching the video, guys. Oh man, it got on my nerves because, like, this guy's just dissing random sports he knows nothing about. But yeah, I'm done. I'm going to go record my video for the next day, and yeah, you'll probably see me wearing the same clothes. I'm gonna post this video like right now after I get done with this, and then a few days from now you'll see the actual video of me going to work out right now because I'm in front of the gym. And I'll be wearing the same clothes. So yeah. But yeah, that's all for this video. I hope you guys kind of got a little bit informed, and do research yourself. Don't just take my word for it. this is just my opinion on what the guy said. But yeah, just go check out his video. Official Then X is his YouTube channel. Just go look at it, The Problem with CrossFitters, and give me your opinions of what you think. That's all for this video. I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace.